Good Erev Shabbos to everybody. Parshat Korach opens with a rebellion led by Korach, though he's joined by Datan and Aviram. They come from different tribes. Datan and Aviram come from Reuven, Korach from the tribe of Levi, and while they have essentially different issues with Moshe, their common thread is that they have issues with Moshe. And I want to focus on Korach, because Chazal say the following about Korach, which makes the whole rebellion all that more shocking and all that more tragic. The Medrash in Bamidbar Rabbah says, Chacham Gadol Haya Korach. Korach was actually a very wise person. Not in the sense that I don't read this as he was very wise in like the wise guy kind of way, but like a very brilliant, well-respected person amongst the Jewish people. And the Medrash continues and says, Umito anei ha'aron. He was one of the people who was given the job to carry the Aron, one of the most noble jobs you could have. It was given, the Medrash uses a proof, it was given to the tribe of, that job of carrying the Aron was given to Kahat, and we know from the beginning of the Parsha, it's hinted to us, Korach ben Yitzhar ben Kahat. Korach was from the children of Kahat, from the tribe of Levi, and their job was to carry the Aron. And yes, Korach was one of the people who had the distinguished privilege to carry the Aron through the Midbar. The Medrash also says, a little bit later on, it makes a comment in Bamidbar Rabbah, that Moshe, in the Psukim, we're going to read, it says, Vayakrev otcha ve'et kol achecha b'nei Levi itach. He starts talking to Korach. He says, now that God has advanced you and your fellow Leviim, right? You have a special job as Leviim, right? Ubikashtem gam kihuna. Now you're asking also to be Kohanim. So the Medrash makes a very interesting point, which is, why did Moshe say, you and all your brothers who are the children of Levi, if not to say, as the words of the Midrash are, Lefi shaya gadol shebashevet. Korach in the tribe of Levi was the greatest. In the tribe of Levi, maybe putting aside Moshe and Aharon. Right? So everybody else, Nasu Achiv Fel, that's why you and all of the other members of Levi, you have an amazing job. So this only makes it more confusing. If Korach was playing a very serious role in the leadership of the Jewish people and in the service of God, what happened? Why did he go after Aharon? Right? That Moshe asked to say to Korach, Va'aron mahuki talinu alav. Like, why you're railing against Aaron? I think if we just stop and pause and think about it, how did Korach see himself? He saw himself in comparison to others. He looked at Aharon, he looked at Moshe perhaps as well, and said, I'm not them. Why am I not them? Why am I not in their position? Instead of just basically looking at himself and seeing what value he is contributing to the Jewish people by being himself, the chacham that he was, one of the toanei ha'aron, those who carry the Aharon, the Aharon through the desert. Because he looked at himself in the context of other people. He judged himself in the context of other people, what he is not compared to others. This led him to have an attitude that was bitter. And he let his feelings be known. But Halavai, had Korach just simply said, I am who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and I accept what I am and what I am not, he could have made a tremendous impact. I think that's what Chazal are trying to teach us with these midrashim, whether they're literal or not. Chazal acknowledged Korach could have played an important role amongst the Jewish people if he was just okay with who he was and not look at what he wasn't. And it's a lesson for all of us to certainly not judge ourselves in comparison to others. It will only lead us to being bitter about what we are not, but be proud of who we are. That's individually, as a modern Orthodox community, not defining ourselves by what we are not compared to other segments of the Jewish community, by being proud of what we stand for and who we are. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.